So the final of the women's javelin throwing contest. 12 women made it to this big final. Yeah, the world's best throw this year is 66.62 meters. But everyone thinks Barbara Spotachova will probably win. She hasn't thrown her world record distance yet, but it's never smart to bet against her. So here's everyone who's competing. First we have Oberkfold, then Gleedale from Canada, then Ozolina from Latvia, Borman from USA, Hussong from Germany, Liu from China, Meliter from Germany, Viljoen from South Africa, Le Lingwei from China, Sputakova from Czech Republic, Winger from USA, and Stahl from Germany. Let's start with Christina Oberkfold. She's the champion from last time, and because of that, she gets a special pass into these championships, which means Germany gets to have 4 people competing. She's 34 years old. Her and Sputakova are the oldest people competing today. She can throw 70 meters. That's the 4th best throw ever. And she's thrown 64 meters this year. Next is the Pan American Games champion from this year. That's Canada's Liz Gleedale. Applause. And then there's Cynthia Ozolina, who used to hold the Latvian record. I should say she isiti to hold it. Her best is 64.38 meters. Then Brittany Borman, second American to make it to these championships twice. She won the American College Championship twice and was the U.S. champion twice too. She went to the University of Oklahoma. Next is Christine Hussong from Germany. She's only 21 years old and won the European Under-23 title this year. Applause. And then the first Chinese competitor in the final, Liu Hui, came in 5th place in the 2012 Olympics, won on the Diamond League, and came in 2nd in Shanghai this year. Then Katharina Moliter, who came 6th and 8th in the past 2 Olympic Games, and also 5th in the World Championships 4 years ago. She's always good at the top level. Next is Sinette Viljoen. She's won the African Championship 4 times, the Commonwealth Championship twice, got World Bronze in 2011, and came 6th in 2013. At 32 years old, she's always someone who could win big competitions. Her personal best is 69.35 meters, which is the world's best throw this year. And the second Chinese competitor, Lai Lingwei, came 2nd in the Asian Games last year and also won a national championship title. Her best is just over 65 meters. And here's the world record holder, Barbara Spotachova. She's the Olympic champion and came first, second in previous world championships. She was born in May 2013, 2 years ago. Music. Here's Kara Winger. She holds the North American record and has been USA champion 6 times. She also came 2nd to Gleedale in this year's Pan American Games, and the 4th German competitor, Linda Stahl, the former European champion. From Germany, she came 4th, 6th, and 8th in previous world championships, so this is her 4th final now. This is the defending champion Oberkfold with the first throw of the women's javelin. As we look out from the main stand to the left of the arena, the javelin throwers are throwing into the center of the arena. The high jumpers are at the other end. Well, her throw just went to the left, or actually the right of the sector lines, so that's a no throw for Oberkfold. She did a very similar throw in the qualifying round. She has a habit of getting the javelin over to the right-hand side. So she's followed by Liz Gleedale, a Canadian. Her best this season is 64.83 meters, and that's pretty much hitting the 60-meter line. Actually, there isn't a line out there. It's just drawn on the TV screen. The lines are drawn at 55 and 65 meters. And there's also a marker for the world record that's way beyond that. So Gleedale opens with just a little short of 60 meters, 59.78 meters. From Latvia, Ozolina throws a little further beyond 60 meters. Her personal best this season is 64.75. This is her 2nd World Championships. She didn't qualify. last time, but made the final this time. Next is Brittany Borman. Christine Hassong was in amazing form at the European Under-23 Championships, then had a little dip after that, but I'm sure this is just the right occasion to get back into top form. She did well in qualifying. Her throw goes high, but then stops in the air, and actually this isn't a very good throw, only just over 50 meters. So that's a foul. The red flag is raised because she went just over the line. She knew that at the time, though. Applause. Now the crowd's eyes will be on Muhuhu. Just their eyes. Actually, there's a lot of noise. You know, I can tell you the high jump is now up to 2.25 meters in the early stages, of course. This is Lu's first throw in the javelin competition, and they like it. It's the best we've seen, coming up towards 65 meters. She looked good in qualifying, and she's bringing that form into the final as well. Applause. So the 26-year-old opens with a throw of 63.80, the best so far. We're halfway through the first round. This is Katharina Meliter throwing over 60 meters to 64 meters. Applause. Well, among her accomplishments are 10 South African titles from her first back in 2003, 2 World Student Games titles, 4 African championships, twice the Commonwealth champion, and she usually likes to make a really good throw with her first attempt. Applause. Well, she didn't really hit that right and had a very low path through the air. The result when it came down was only around 60 meters. Applause. Now the noise level will go up again because we've got the second Chinese competitor, Li Lingai. Applause. At 1.70 meters tall, she's shorter than many of the throwers. She has thrown 65.11 meters as her personal best 3 years ago, and just like her teammate, another great throw. The 2 best throws so far in this competition are from the Chinese, 64.10 puts Lai Lingwei into the lead. Applause. It's fantastic for the Chinese that they have people competing in both field events, but how will they do after this throw? This is the world record holder, Barbara Spatakova. She's not yet back in top form, 65.66 this year. She's a good all-around athlete. Well, by her standards, this is very disappointing. Oh no, she doesn't like it. No throw. You can see she's stepping over just to make sure it's a foul. No need to measure that. More throws to come, I'm sure. 2 throws to go in this first round of the javelin. First of all, it's Kara Winger for the USA. Her best this season is 58.55, which is 7th. Best. Her personal best of 67.32 came last year. Applause. Music. Linda Stahl is twice the German champion. Her best place in the World Championships was 4th last time from her 3 previous finals. Applause. Another one that's short of 60 meters. So, well, Mike said nothing very special in the first round, except for the locals, of course. The special thing is that we have China first and China second. So Lai Lingwei is at 64.10, Lat 63.80, and then Ozolina in third at 62.20. Whenever a Chinese competitor competes, there's a huge, huge cheer. Applause. Yes. So we start round 2 with Oberkfold. This time she does get it within the sector lines, and it's a little over 60 meters to 61.04, which is 4th best so far. Gleedale is next to throw. Well, a small improvement there. Another 4 centimeters for the Canadian. That's the athlete lying third, Ozolina. This is Brittany Borman, the next to throw. A couple of throws very similar in distance. Oh, she's in 10th place at 58.26. Now Christine Hassong, well, that's much better than her first throw. She gets up to around 60 meters. Applause. Now the intensity builds in the stadium because they can see who the next thrower is. It's the athlete lying second. It's Lu Hui. Applause. Applause. Oh yeah, bit of a letdown for the crowd. The cheering goes quiet. She doesn't want that measured. She's still in second place. The leader was fifth so far, but improved from leader to 61.37 and is now fourth. Well, 9 women have thrown the javelin over 65 meters this year, but we haven't had any in this final yet. I wonder if Viljoen will be able to fix that. Oh, certainly better for her. That takes her into the top 3. Viljoen moves into third with 63.09. The roaring begins again because it's the leader. It's Lai Lingwei. Applause. She's enjoying the applause of the crowd, soaking it all in as she prepares to launch the spear for the second time. Not quite as far this time. Barbara Spadakova couldn't get it right on the first throw. Let's see how the world record holder does on her second attempt. Well, it's better, but it's certainly not the sort of distance that she'd be used to. Just one throw left to make sure she can get into the top 8, because this throw, a 59.54, means that she's only 9th right now. One last chance to come. Indeed, here's the field with Christina Oberkfold about to start round 3. The defending champion's best so far is 61.04. The lead is held at 64.10 by Lai Lingwei. The crowd is absolutely delighted with the way the 2 Chinese throwers are going. They're in first and second places in this competition. Oberkfold is returning to competition after her son Marlon was born just over a year ago. She has a terrific record in major championships. Oh, this looks good. Yes, it's nearly 65 meters. And the crowd roars at that. Although that will have moved the 2 Chinese athletes down a place, this is for the lead. She's an athlete whose world championship record reads second, 5th, 4th, and first in the last 5 competitions. She's now moved up into first place on the first throw of the third round, 64.61 for the German. In the second round, Liu Hui. We've seen Oberkfold take the lead. Applause, 64.61 for Oberkfold. Liu, who is second with 63.80, is now back in third. There's a huge roar because the crowd can see this javelin is going far and it's getting close to 65 meters. So has she taken the lead from Oberkfold? It's very close. Both are just short of 65 meters. Just that little pause while we asterisk.